Morning Jessie. Trying to give you a little perspective on this window and some of the work we got to do over here. Now see, it's about 6 foot tall just to the base of that window there. So you see the scale of it. It's hard to see on video how big it really is until you are actually here. Again, here's the tower that needs fixed. And we got to get up there to fix the roof on top of that tower, because that's where it's leaking. And my thoughts are, we'll just get 10 gallons of paint while we got that machine. That's why I wanted to kind of rent that machine for a month. Is while we have it, we'll just paint everything. And if I could borrow your sprayer, I definitely would need a sprayer for that. Everything that's too high to get from the ladder. Spray paint that tower, the north wall there that we just saw with the window, and maybe a couple other places. And then the rest I can get with ladders and on my own, but that stuff that's just too high to get to, I'll get the paint. I think in one day we could tear out that roof. It's a 10 by 10. We could tear out that roof. And replace it. I'll have all the materials, everything there on hand. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we don't have to replace trusses and things like that. And the trusses, it's probably got 2x6s or something. You know, it's not probably a big deal. It's a flat roof up there. And we'll go from there. Here I want to show you my spotlights. Now keep in mind, it's hard to see. With a 12-foot ladder, I can get to that light. But you got another 12 foot up there. And there's my spotlights. Way at the top there. One of those lights is already out. The other lights are probably about to burn out. And I also want to try and, well, if we had scaffolding, and while we're here, re-glue in those couple of pieces before they fall or whatnot, or something would happen with that. It's big. The scale of it is absolutely big. And like I say, maybe put new light bulbs in them, and I'd kind of like to adjust those a little bit, but put some other lights off to the side in a place where we could get to them and maybe fix them. I don't know. And maybe that's a lot of work and project for another time. I don't know. But I would like to get some really nice, those spotlights do light up the stage and it makes it look nice. And for special events, special church services, we're probably going to try and do a midnight service for Christmas and a sunrise service for Easter. I might begin doing a Good Friday service and going into the evening of Good Friday. And so we want those lights for the stage, but we need good lights, and the one light bulb went out, and so I'm imagining the others are going to go out soon too. So they need fixed, but I'd also like little help to maybe put up a projector. And I got a spot where I think the projector would be good so that we could project words and stuff on the wall there, on the sidewall, right here, for songs and music and things of that nature. And I don't know if that's possible or what we can do, but got a lot of work here that I want to get done. And it's very difficult. I have to do everything on my own. Hello. Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you, girl?
Good. Have a good day.
Yeah. So I'm going to move my sign right out here. Right out front here, I got a sign that's absolutely hidden. And I want that sign out front here where it can be seen. We got these 2 light poles, which are really cool, but they don't work. They need wiring. I don't know if that's a project we want to tackle or not, but I would sure love to get those light poles working. You see, here's our sign. It's way in the back here, but you got this big nasty pine tree, which is I'm going to be cutting down. Got this tree here, and again, our other light pole, all hiding that sign. And people, you just don't see it, it blends in. So I want to put the sign in the front here. And it would be cool if we could get those lights working again. How? There's so many projects here. It never ends. It never ends. And because you're electrician, you know, I want to show you some of the uglies we got that I just absolutely hate this part of it. And I wish we could fix it a little bit. So we're back here in the storage room, and this is what I don't like. All right, we just got holes in the wall, wires, no hard piping, no nothing. And I want to put drywall in here. You see, here's the original building. It was a block building, brick building, built in the 1900. And I want to put drywall in here. So I'm going to give up 8 inches. I'm going to stud it. Leave that crap that's there. Put in 2x4 studs. And then drywall those studs. So we can fix it. You know, drywall is so much better than the slat boards and plaster. It cracks. It's junk. I don't like slat board and plaster. That's what we got up here. And that's the thing is, I gotta get that roof leak fixed before I can do anything. So here's the bottom of that roof. And it's the ceiling of the church. See, there's an arch here. Beautiful arch. And so I want to cut this ceiling out just past that arch because I want the arch to be seen again. And then we got to cut that ceiling out so we have access up there. And all the, it's not drywall, but plaster, because of the years of leaking, has literally rotted off the wall. And it's pretty much laying on that ceiling. Every time we get heavy rains or big snow, and you can literally hear the water raining down on that ceiling. So trying to preserve it, to keep it from getting any more damaged, and that ceiling crashing and falling down on the floor and making a huge mess. We also have, this is water damage. This whole ceiling has to be taken out. Water inside that light, want that light replaced. But this whole little ceiling there, get rid of that black mold. Need to replace that. That'll happen one of these days. But again, I do everything. I have to do all of this all by myself. There is no helpers. And it's not easy. You have no idea how badly I could use your help. I'll paint your house. I'll do whatever I can to get some help out here, because it's important to us. We have everything invested into this place, and I don't want it to turn into a pile of rubble. We have so much invested into it. And yeah, of course, we thought we could get some support from the community and through an active gathering of church folks and church believers, but that 100% has not been the case. So we just got to do what we can do, and with what we can do, and you want to do something good for Jesus? This would be a good project to do for the Lord. It's not always about tithes and offerings. It's about your reverence for Jesus Christ, God, your salvation. And you could say, I'll do what I can. I'll come down to your house, paint the house, help you with whatever you need help with. Help me. Help me as I seek to be a servant of Jesus Christ. And this is a beautiful place. It's really cool, and it's really great to own a piece of Colorado history. This is one of the oldest buildings in town. It is definitely qualifies for historical stuff. One of the oldest churches in Colorado. And it's got a lot of history here. This building was the first public building to have electricity in the community. The Freemasons established this. In the beginning, it was the Mason Lodge. And the rich guys, and one of the rich fellas who brought electricity out here was a member of the church. And the very first service in this church was a wedding service. And they held it at night because they had electricity. So it was a big deal in that time. That was clear back in 1907. So it's a neat place. Got a lot of history, and I need a little help to preserve it. I don't know. People say, why don't you get help from the government? Well, you need lawyers and stuff like that to help you file the paperwork. Not only that, it's like a 5-year process to go through what it takes to get qualified for that stuff. And so in 5 years, the building will be rubble if we don't work on it now. And I don't have lawyer buddies or friends or people who would help me. Again, I'm doing everything on my own. And so whatever it is I do, I don't have time to do everything. I need helpers. And I built this stage. Check out this stage. I built that, and there was a pile of trash here. It was all disgusting. I built that pulpit, and I'm gonna build another one. But I built this stage and all of it. Made it all try and look nice, and I don't know, kind of came out good. Anyway, just trying to kind of give you an idea of what we got out here. So I thank you very much for your time. Let me know when you want me to come out and do that work at your house. I'm available. See you later. God bless you, my friend.